So Janae had a problem. Who's Janae, you ask? Great question. She was a contestant on a show called Love Island. Now, before some of you macho men say, nah, I ain't watching Love Island stuff, stop it. You're not fooling anybody. I know you want to hear this story. It's a good one. Where was I? She was a contestant on a show called Love Island, and she was a very popular one at that. Now, I'm sure you noticed this dude around her. His name is Kenny. They were a match on the show. They decided to date in real life. And date they did. They was going around. They was looking like they was having a good time, posting pictures, all that. Now, something very important to note is that the girls from this season of Love Island were very, very popular. Keep that in mind. All right, so again, Kenny, Janae, they date for a year. Suddenly, Janae says, look, you know what? Me and Kenny are breaking up. Janae then says, and by the way, I've seen all the guesses as to why we broke up, but trust me, y'all, it's worse than y'all think. She was right, because here's where things start to get wicked. Kenny decides to come out with a post saying, breakups are never, that's how he sound, on God, that's how he sound. Breakups are never easy. I really like Janae. Sometimes people just drift apart. Janae comes out with another post saying, so you just gonna lie? He said, me? She said, yeah, you just gonna lie? He said, lie about what? That's what I be talking about. Y'all be playing. Janae's best friend comes out with a post saying, you know, we've deadened all that. We just gonna come out with the truth. My advice, if you're a woman, go through your man's phone if you have access. She's basically saying, this is what they saw on Kenny's phone, okay? They saw the words, I don't like black women. Janae, clearly the woman he's talking about. It says, I thought I would get more money from this. Remember, the women from that past season of Love Island were very, very popular. So Kenny being attached to Janae makes him popular in a sense. I'm faking this relationship. I couldn't get any more clear than that. Going on the show would be for clout. I can't wait to be done with this so I can, you know, get down and dirty. Again, they found this on Kenny's phone. Now, before all of this came out, people noticed that all of the cast members from that season of Love Island, including the guys, unfollowed Kenny. That's pretty significant because it shows from the cast members' perspective, the people closest to them, the people closest to the story, there's a good guy and there's a bad guy. So he did probably have this stuff on his phone and he hasn't responded to this yet. They probably got screenshots, so he probably can't deny some of this stuff. But to me, this whole thing kind of shows how far people would go for what they view as like fame. Like, bro was in a relationship for a whole year. He was in deep. On the show, he seemed like the nicest guy. That's how he talked. Again, like he went in deep. Like a whole year pretending to be somebody you're not, being with somebody you hate just to get some clout from them is kind of weird.